Like if you found the video valuable. Lena Murphy didn't believe in fate. She believed in booking early, being on time, and checking the weather twice. So, as she sprinted across Union Station, coffee spilling from her reusable cup and scarf flapping behind her like a superhero's cape, she blamed herself, completely and utterly, for missing her train. Platform 12 was empty, and the 9:05 to Boston was already pulling away in the distance. She stopped running, shoulders sagging as the reality of her situation hit. A business pitch in Boston at 1 p.m., and she'd just missed her one shot to get there stress-free. She sighed heavily and turned toward the nearest bench. "Well done, Lena," she muttered. "You too, huh?" came a voice. A man with dark curly hair, a week's worth of stubble, and an easy grin stood nearby, holding a ticket in one hand and a donut in the other. His blazer was slightly wrinkled, his laptop bag too worn, and he looked far too relaxed for someone who'd just missed a train. "I guess misery loves company," he added. Lena offered a tight smile. "Apparently." He sat next to her without asking. "I'm Dean." "Lena, you headed to Boston too?" "Was. For work." He nodded. "Me too. I had a conference panel. Guess we're both taking the scenic route now." A silence stretched between them. Lena stared at the arrival board, watching the blinking letters shuffle. "Next train's not for another hour." "Plenty of time to wallow in regret," Dean said. "Or grab a coffee?" She glanced at her half-empty, now cold cup. Then at him. He seemed harmless. Maybe a bit too cheerful, but harmless. "Sure." At the station cafe, conversation came easier than expected. Dean was a software developer, presenting at some AI conference. Lena worked in marketing for a tech startup. They joked about Zoom fatigue, the horrors of networking events, and the virtues of sleeping on trains. An hour passed faster than either of them expected. On the next train, by sheer coincidence, or maybe thanks to a persuasive conductor, they ended up seated side by side. "I swear this wasn't planned," Dean said, holding up his new ticket. "I believe you," Lena replied, smiling despite herself. Outside the window, cityscape gave way to open fields and distant hills. Inside, time folded in strange ways. They played train bingo, spotting people with headphones, crying babies, and passengers who brought entire meals in plastic containers. Lena showed Dean the presentation slides she was preparing. Dean gave feedback, surprisingly insightful. When the train pulled into Boston, it was already past noon. Her meeting would be a rush, but Lena wasn't panicking. Somehow, the hours on the train had calmed her. As they parted ways at the station, Dean scratched his neck. "Hey, I know we just met, and this could totally ruin the whole random train meet cute vibe, but would you maybe want to grab dinner tonight?" Lena blinked. "Unless that's weird," he added quickly. "I can just be the guy who shared a bench and a donut and—" "Dean," she cut in, "I'd love to." Dinner was at a tiny Italian place off Boylston. They shared bruschetta, stories from college, and 2 glasses of wine too many. Lena laughed until her stomach hurt. Dean confessed he used to write poetry in high school. She made him recite one. He did. It was terrible. She loved it. As the waiter brought the check, Lena leaned in. "This feels like the beginning of something." Dean smiled. "I hope it is." Over the next few months, Lena and Dean found rhythm in chaos. Boston turned into shared weekends. Zoom meetings gave way to FaceTime dates. They'd meet in New York for coffee or split train fares to surprise each other. Every time she boarded a train now, Lena smiled. She always made sure to be early, but part of her missed that mad, coffee-spilling sprint. One snowy weekend in December, they were back at Union Station. Dean led her toward Platform 12, now quiet and echoing. "This spot," he said, "right here, is where I thought I blew it." Lena laughed. "You mean where you offered me a donut like a weirdo?" "Exactly. And now." He knelt, pulling a small velvet box from his coat pocket. "I'm hoping I didn't miss my chance again." Her eyes widened. "Dean, I love you, Lena. You changed everything for me. I want to miss every train with you. Or catch every single one. Just, with you." Tears blurred her vision. "Yes. Of course yes." Heart on Fire epilogue. Their wedding was small, with a train-themed cake and guests who teased them with whistles and conductor hats. The best man gave a speech about how delays sometimes bring the best arrivals. And Lena? She still didn't believe in fate. But she absolutely believed in coffee, missed trains, and men who carry donuts.